my goals for the 2011 volleyball squad at Albright are, I mean, as always, trying to win a conference championship. I mean, that's always going to be our goal every year, no matter what it is. I mean, as long as we are making progress towards that goal, I would consider it a successful season. But every year, we're always striving, we're always talking about. And the first thing I said when I walked into the conference room to meet the team in, I think it was March, was, I want to win a conference championship this year. And everybody responded to that. Everybody's been working very hard through spring season, through the summer, trying to make sure that we get to that point. One thing I'd like to bring from the 2010 season into the 2011 season is our defensive ability. We've had a strong defense in the past, and I'd like to continue that this year. We've already been working on it a lot through the spring season. We've been a lot of our liberos and defensive specialists that have played a prominent role in past years are still with the team. So I'm looking forward to that continuing. Plus, with our outside hitters, I'm more than certain that we're going to be able to continue that process throughout the season. This fall, the players I see to have the biggest impact, I'm probably going to go and say all of them, but the freshmen, or the rising freshmen who are now sophomores, Krista Manson, Morgan Heath, I expect them to have a very large impact. They're no longer freshmen. They're going to feel comfortable at Albright, feel comfortable in collegiate volleyball. I'm expecting them to have somewhat of a breakout season for both of them. They might be in different roles than they had been in the past, but I'm still looking forward to seeing them grow and progress and really be standout players this year. I'm also looking forward to seeing our defensive specialists, Alexa and Casey, to really step it up another level and really see them progress and make a very tremendous effort towards our defensive ability. And I'm also looking forward to seeing a lot of our other hitters, Alyssa and Meg and Laura and all the other ones, to really make a more offensive, bigger impact on the offensive game. My expectations for my returning players this year are that they have increased their athletic ability over the summer, and that they've really tried to focus on these little things that we've been talking about already for the spring season, and that when we get here in the fall, we can hit the ground running. We can start by just going over what we did in the spring season in the first day or two of preseason, and then jump right into some more quick offensive attacks and some offensive mindsets, and that's something that we really need to improve upon from last year. And even though we're missing a very large portion of our offense with our graduating center and our O1 graduating, we're obviously going to need to make up for that lack of production. So we're going to really focus on that. And if my players can bring what they learned in the spring season and what they already had, that they've already been good at, then I'm expecting that the season coming up, we're going to be able to really focus on that and get much, much better at that and have a lot of offensive production, so that way we can reach the goals that we want to reach. What I'd like to see from my freshmen and all the first-year players that are coming onto the team is just ability to make some impact on the court. It doesn't need to be they don't need to be all-stars. They don't need to be all-Americans right off the bat. Obviously, they just need to come on, feel comfortable playing in an environment that they're not used to, away from their homes, away from it's a completely different and new experience, which is sometimes liberating but sometimes frightening. And I hope that they can see this this volleyball team and this whole season as a learning experience, but also something that they contribute to, and really learn how to play the collegiate volleyball game, understand where I'm coming from, and understand some of the philosophies and things that I want to attribute to the team for years and years to come. Some of the biggest non-conference opponents that I'm seeing are, we have a very tough schedule with some of the teams that we're playing. We have, at this point, 2 Division II teams in Chestnut Hill and Kutztown on our schedule. They're going to be very interesting to see us play against, and it's definitely going to bring a challenge. Other teams that we're looking at, we're looking at Penn State Berks. They're going to be pretty good in years to come. We have Philadelphia Biblical University. They're always going to be pretty good. They're recently in the NCAA tournament. Probably the one school that will give us a test because of a personal relationship with me is Susquehanna, when we have to go up there for their tournament for the second year in a row. They want to beat me. I know that. I want to beat them. They know that. It's going to be very interesting, and I'm looking forward to that match, probably the most out of all of them this year. I'm expecting the Lions to finish first, obviously. That's the goal. That's what we're coming here. That's what we're trying to do. That's what we're all striving for. We want to come in first all the time, and we don't want to lose a match. We don't want to lose a set. We just want to keep winning and winning and winning and working really hard at it. If we drop a game or drop 2 games or whatever, so be it. We're going to learn from that. So even if we don't end up as first, I want to see progression. I think we came in fifth last season. So if we continue that progress and at least we make it up the charts a little bit further, that's fine. But my goal is always going to be coming first. When you come to a volleyball match this season, you can expect to see a lot of quickness and a lot of speed on defense and on offense on our team. We're going to work very, very hard on making our defense quicker, which we already have, but also on our offensive ability. You're going to see a very different team than what you have in the past. We're not going to have some of the same pieces, but we're also going to be adding to the pieces that we already had to make a very different dynamic. Also, with my background and what I've done and what I've seen and who I consult with, you're going to be seeing a lot faster and a lot different mentality when it comes to how we play volleyball, how we're going to practice, what we're going to do, and it's going to be a very, very different season and a very, very different outlook for the volleyball team.